Hi, in this section we will cover the topic of past adjustments. We will cover the meaning, the types of errors and examples of such errors, and the two procedures which are available to rectify these errors in this video. Let's start with the meaning of past adjustments. After closing the books of accounts, it is found that incorrect adjustments have been made in the past. The topic past adjustments deals with rectification of such errors. So we've closed the books of accounts, we've prepared the trading P&L, profit and loss appropriation, partners, capital account and the balance sheet, and after that we find that some errors have been made. So now we need to rectify the previous errors which have been made by making some adjustments. So this topic of past adjustments deals with rectification of such errors. Next, what could be the types of errors and examples of the errors? Since we are in the chapter of partnership accounts, the errors which we are talking about will relate to items which are specific to partnership accounts, which could mean interest on partner's capital, partner's salary or partner's commission, interest on partner's drawings, the profit sharing ratio between the partners, or interest on loan which is borrowed from the partner by the firm. So we will be focusing on errors which pertain to these items. Now let's see what are the errors which can happen in each of these separate items. We'll begin with the interest on capital errors. The following are the errors which relate to interest on capital. IOC could be omitted wrongly, or you were not supposed to allow the IOC but you wrongly allowed it, or interest on capital was allowed at a higher rate than what it should have been, or interest on capital was allowed at a lower rate than what it should have been. So these are the errors which could relate to interest on partner's capital. Next, what are the errors relating to partner's salary and partner's commission? Following are the errors: wrongly omitting partner's salary or commission. You were supposed to allow partner's salary or commission and you have forgotten to allow the salary or commission. Wrongly allowing partner's salary or commission when it was not supposed to be allowed. Allowing a higher amount of partner's salary or commission than what was necessary, or allowing a lower amount of partner's salary or commission than what was necessary. What are the errors with respect to interest on partner's drawings? You could have omitted interest on drawings when you were supposed to charge it, or you could have wrongly charged interest on partner's drawings when it was not supposed to be charged, or interest on drawings could have been charged at a higher rate than the correct rate, or interest on drawings could have been charged at a lower rate than the rate it was supposed to be charged at. What are the errors relating to profit sharing ratio? It's very simple that the profits may have been distributed in the wrong ratio. To give you an example, where there is absence of partnership deed, we've learnt that profits have to be shared equally. Instead, may have been distributed in some other ratio instead of distributing equally. There could have been an error relating to interest on loan. For example, the firm may have omitted to give interest on loan on the loan borrowed by the firm from the partner when it was supposed to give the interest on loan. So we just discussed the different types of errors and examples of such errors. So the error has been made. Now we need to rectify the error. What is the procedure that we can follow to rectify the error? Such errors may be rectified in two ways. The first way is by passing a single adjustment journal entry, and the second method is by passing multiple adjustment entries. Now, whichever method we follow, we need to understand the concept of which account should be debited and when. Let's begin with the first part. We need to debit the partner's capital accounts and credit the firm in the following cases. I am repeating, we need to debit the partner's capital or current account and credit the firm in these cases where IOC has been wrongly allowed or allowed at a higher rate. Interest on drawings is omitted to be charged or charged at a lower rate. Partner's salary or commission is wrongly allowed or allowed at a higher amount or rate. When profits have been distributed in the wrong ratio and they have to be reversed, in this case we need to debit the partner's capital or current account and credit the firm. Now let's go to the cases or errors when we need to credit the partner's capital or current account and debit the firm. We need to do so in the following cases: where we have omitted interest on capital. It was supposed to be allowed and we did not allow the interest on capital, or it has been allowed at a lower rate. Interest on drawings has been wrongly charged when it was not supposed to be charged, or when it has been charged at a higher rate than the actual rate of interest on drawings. Where the partner's salary or commission has been omitted or allowed at a lower rate or amount than what should have been allowed. We'll make a note of this. Where interest on loan is omitted, we need to debit the firm and credit the partner's loan account and not the partner's capital or current account in the adjustment entry. This concept we've discussed earlier when we learnt about interest on loan. The interest on loan is credited to the partner's loan account and not to the partner's capital or current account. So where there is a mistake in the interest on loan, where it has been omitted, we need to debit the firm because it's an expense for the firm and credit the partner's loan account and not the partner's capital or current account. So we just saw that there were two procedures to rectify the errors. In the upcoming video, we will see in detail how to rectify the errors which have been made by passing a single adjustment entry.